This differential equation problem asks us to, for part A, create a slope field on this guy right here. So I know that dy dx is x times y over 2. I like to, when I'm doing the slope fields, find my easiest points first, or my like 0 slopes first. So when I look at this thing, you say, well, if x is equal to 0, doesn't matter what y is, the dy dx equals 0. So I write x equals 0, y prime equals 0. And then same thing goes with y. If y equals 0, then y prime is equal to 0. So I'm going to go ahead and put those slopes in. The x-axis is when y is equal to 0, so I'm going to get a flat slope, flat slope, flat slope like that. And then the x equal to 0 is the y-axis, so I'm going to get a flat slope, flat slope, flat slope like that. So now I'm going to create a little chart that is going to help me keep track of my different x, y, and slope values. So I got x, y, and then x times y over 2. So I'm going to start with my negatives over here. This is minus 1, 1. So x is negative 1, y is 1. Then I go up 1, x is still negative 1, y is 2. Up 1 more, negative 1, 3. Now I'm going to do these guys. So I've got 1, 1, 1, 2, and 1, 3. And I'm just going to find the slopes. Like I rewrote dy dx from here. I brought it over to here. Rewrite the slopes here. And then sketch them in these 6 spots, and I'll be done with this part. So I'm going to do x times y over 2. So 1 times negative 1 over 2. Well, that is negative 1 over 2, so it's negative half. So I will draw, here's how I draw negative 1/2. I know that it's going to go here, it's going to start there, and it's going to go through that point if it's got a slope of negative 1/2. If I were to draw the full line, so I'm just going to draw a line that goes through here and would pass through there if it kept going. So, boom, that's good enough. Next one. I have minus 1, 2. So I do negative 1, x value, times 2 over 2. That gives me a negative 1. So once again, I'm going to draw it so that it would go through that point if it were to keep going. So I get that sort of. It's good enough. And then next value. Sorry about that. I get minus 1 times 3 over 2, which gives me a slope of minus 3 over 2, or negative 1.5. But that's going to go like this. It's going to be steeper. When I do the other guys, I get a positive 1 over, undo, positive 1/2, positive 1, and positive 3 over 2, which are going to be kind of positive versions of each of these slopes here. So it's going to look like that. And that's my final answer for this slope field.